Welcome back to the channel, Crypto Tro. I am Crypto Tro, bringing you the latest and the greatest, baby. And today, Crypto.com just did something huge for the platform. That's right, Crypto.com with this major announcement. And we're going to get into some other big bullish news for Crypto.com. But before we get into it, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on those notifications for all updates on Crypto.com, because I will continue to bring the news each and every chance I get, because we are in a pivotal time in the market. And I will continue to say this. We are in that time where people are capitulating. People are giving up on crypto. People are saying this cycle has ended, and they could be right, but they also could be wrong too. Just because everything is showing so many signs for a bullish crypto cycle. Now, when I say cycle, I'm not even necessarily talking about this year. I'm not talking about next year. Who knows? But the things that's being implemented today, I do believe will affect the future, and how, blockchain technology is adopted, how crypto is adopted. We see crypto altcoins reserves coming. We see Bitcoin reserves being talked about. We see stable coin bills about to be passed. So a lot of things going and moving in a direction that's bullish for crypto. And right now, the macro environment is out of whack, but that's okay, because that just gives us more time to accumulate. And right now, CRO is one of those coins you want to look at. So let's start off today talking about price and where we at. So right now, I am on crypto.com, or looking at crypto.com, CRO or Chronos, whatever you want to call it. Right now we at 9 cents, and in the past 24 hours we are up 4% on the day. Now we are ranked 39 out of all the cryptocurrencies out there. Market cap is coming in at a $2.39 billion market cap. Volume is up 39%, coming in at $28.95 million. So volume is being pumped. We are seeing a slight green day on the day, only 4%, but hey, that's a green day, and you gotta, cherish those green days. Now, one thing I always like to see, man, one thing I notice, if we go down to some of the analytics for Chronos, we can see that if we look at the addresses held by time, 88% of the people are holders. So that pretty much means they have been holding for a year plus. So people are not getting in and out of Chronos. People are actually holding CRO at these prices. And I think a lot of people are still underwater. A lot of people might have, bought those tops back in 2024. We thought, the bull market was about to start. And I would say, generally speaking, technically, I would say that the bull market low key did start in the beginning, or Q1 of 2024, because we seen a lot of appreciation across a lot of coins back in March of 2024. But since then, we have kind of just went down. We know after the election, we went up to 19 cents, but we back down at 9 cents. Now, that, in my personal opinion, just showing people have been accumulating, people have and will continue to hold CRO until we see some crazy price runs. And why am I still bullish on CRO? A lot of reasons, but let's get into some of them. Now, we know about the airdrop arena, right? So with airdrop arena, all you do is simply allocate CRO to join. You got to lock up your CRO for a certain period of time, but they just did a new event. So right now they're giving away $250,000 worth of XRP. You can boost your points to 120% when you purchase and transfer at least 1,500 CRO into the airdrop arena. Now, I know you're like, Tro, $250,000. If a lot of people do this, you're probably getting, $2, $4, $3, if that. But one thing I will say is they continue to have these airdrop arenas. And in order to participate in the airdrop arenas, you have to allocate CRO. And I do believe it's a short lockup period. I'm not sure the entire time. It might be long. I'm not sure how the lockup period works, because I never really participated in the airdrop arena. But I do think it's a cool feature, and it gives CRO utility. So it creates less sell pressure for CRO, and for people who, have been accumulating saying Crow, man, if you do enough of these airdrop arenas, and I think they're dropping them like at least once a month, you do enough of these airdrop arenas, that's almost like a dividend stock, man. They're paying you just to hold Crow, just to allocate Crow into these specific airdrop arena promotions. So this is huge in my personal opinion for Crow, just because, like I said, it creates less sell pressure. And it gives it even more utility for when people say, well, Crow doesn't have a lot of utility, man. What are you talking about? I'm like, if you can use Crows with, you can do so many things in the app with or by holding Crow. It gives you so many incentives to hold Crow just on the app. We're not even talking about on the actual blockchain itself. We talking about the app, man. And it gives us so many things to do right directly within the app. Now, something else, man, something else that I caught, Crypto.com is opening a new office just blocks from the White House, staking a frontline position in Washington to shape U.S. crypto policy. After a Texas headquarter and Trump media ETF deal, the exchange is doubling down on America. So this is also something huge that I believe will, in the years to come, really shape how we view crypto in the United States. We know Trump has been talking about trying to be the powerhouse for crypto. I think that's very bullish, even though he blows a lot of smoke, even though he just says anything sometimes. I think that's just to say that out loud, I think that's big. Even if he's not doing anything to make it happen, I think putting it out there is big, because we know this doesn't stop at Trump. This goes on. Crypto and blockchain technology is going to go on throughout, the rest of the presidency, just like how the internet has been, since the inception of, the World Wide Web. So the next president, he's going to see how much crypto infrastructure has been built in the United States. We're out, like I said, we already getting the stablecoin bill put together. We got Bitcoin reserves being talked about. So he's going to see, he or she, I don't care who it is, they're going to see all this crypto infrastructure being put together, and they're going to be like, okay, we need to continue to build on this, because by that time, Bitcoin should be at well over $100,000. We already know it went over $100,000 already, but 4 years later, I think we're going to at least be at $100,000 consistently. So that's going to be something very big, man. I love that Crypto.com is putting itself in the right position to be able to network with all of these individuals who are in the government, and also be able to, put out some ideas, put out, and help create the infrastructure that's going to be placed for crypto in the United States. Now, something else, man, some key dates we got to pay attention to. So today is actually where we get the US FOMC statement. So very big dates. The interest rate decision, UK interest rate decision, is going to be tomorrow. Then the unemployment rate is going to be announced on May 9th. So these 3 days right here are some pivotal days, man. This can change, how we are viewing the market right now, because the sentiment is kind of still down, I would say. Even though we look at the calculator as far as showing what the sentiment is, it's right at like 50, 55. So people are halfway in between. They don't know if they want to be fearful, or they don't know if they want to be greedy. So I still think that we have a great opportunity to really be dollar cost averaging at these prices. Now, something else, man, new features for the Crypto.com on-chain app. So you can view token or key token metrics with the AI insights, review recent price action, examine holder distribution, and gauge social sentiment. So AI insights, man. We know that they have been talking about in their white paper in 2025, or the white paper for 2025. We know that they were talking about AI agents coming to the Chronos blockchain. And implementing this is just further showing how fast Crypto.com is really delivering on what they said they were going to do. And that's all you can want from a project, man. When a project actually delivers on what they say they're going to do, you want to continue to trust that team unless they do something malicious or something foul, something around them natures. Then if they don't do that, man, I think you should just continue, to trust the process. Trust the process because this is a long journey. This is not an overnight journey. A lot of people want to get rich so fast, but if we just pay attention to the charts, right? If we just look at the charts, guys, the moves happen so fast, man. It's so better to, instead of trying to time the market, have more time in the market. Literally, I know that's an old saying, but that is literally so true, especially for crypto. Because look, back in 2021, June of 2021, we were at what, 9 cents, pretty much a little bit over of the price that we're at today. So June 2021, when did we reach all-time highs? We saw that spike go from 19 cents in September to almost $1 in November. Now, those moves happen so fast, but you can see how long, when it's down, how long is distress for. If we just go back, even further to 2022, we can see in 2022 we were at 6 cents from December of 2022 going all the way up into October of 2023. So for 7 months, or what's that? Yeah, somewhere around it. Y'all know, y'all do the math on it. For however long that was, prices were distressed. Yes, we went up to 8 cents in January of 2023, but it just fluctuated from 6 cents to 8 cents to 5 cents. So all that time you had to accumulate within that long span of time, you would still actually be in profit if you were accumulating in those times of the market. And that's the thing, man. You got to be able to stand around the rain. The rain is crazy. Stand the rain, baby. You got to be able to stand the rain, because if you dollar cost average over long periods, especially into good projects, then you typically will see some appreciation. And I do think Crypto.com is one of those projects that has a long-term horizon. Now to the biggest news of the video, guys, 21 shares. We see what connects the EVM ecosystem with one of the world's largest leading crypto exchanges. Meet Chronos, the 21 shares crypto or Chronos ETP, now listed on the Euronext, Amsterdam, and Paris. Tap into scalable Web3 with Chronos multi-layer architecture. Visit our website to learn more. So the first ever Chronos single token ETP now listed on Euronext. Now, I know you're asking, what's the ETP, Tro? Let's look at it. Let's take a look. What's an ETP, Google? An ETP is an exchange traded product, refers to a financial instrument that is traded on the stock exchange and tracks the performance of an underlying asset. These products include ETFs, ETCs, and exchange traded notes. So ETPs are just exchange traded products. So very similar to what we would like to say is an ETF. So with that, Chronos is really building out around the world. We already know the Trump Media ETF is coming, and it will include Chronos. They said that's coming later on this year. So a lot of bullish things going on for Chronos. Now, I'm not saying the ETFs are, necessarily good for, the space, but we can't stop, mass stream adoption. We can only, fit in with it, because big money is going to do what they're going to do. But if we have that opportunity to front run big money, then we're selling to them, guys. That's how I'm looking at it. And I think with Chronos, that is the opportunity that we have, because they're building a overall financial institution, not just a crypto exchange. We got stocks. We got debit banking in crypto.com right directly within the wallet or within the app rather. So a lot of things going on that is super bullish for Crow. And right now, man, under 10 cents, I think it's an easy steal, in my personal opinion. And that's not financial advice. That's just what I think. So Crypto Cho, that's my video. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, turn on those notifications, man.